family. Another episode, another great episode of the Phase on View podcast, episode 418. Episode 418. Make sure you guys type in, like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. What it do, y'all? Hey, we got a lot on the agenda. Just want to say I'm thankful, guys. Thank you for all the support, all the love, man. For the new listeners, old listeners, man. Make sure to stay tapped in. Much love to you guys. And let's get it started. Let's get it started. I've been eager to talk about this because I feel like this has just been the topic of conversation. And I feel like in this situation, Travis Hunter is getting the short end of the stick, to say the least. Travis Hunter won the Heisman. He won basically almost every collegiate award that you could win. But due to all these things that are going on with his fiance and the social media, it's been a lot. It's been a lot of chaos. But I do want to say first and foremost, shout out to Travis Hunter. Well deserved award. I believe that he played the best football the whole year from both positions, from wide receiver to cornerback. It's amazing what he did. Like, let's really take into account what he did. Let's give him his flowers before he goes to the league. And what he's done collegiately is bar none different, bro. He's different. And it's nothing else to say. He's different. And Travis Hunter definitely deserved the Heisman Award. I loved his speech. I love his speech towards his parents, towards his father, a heartfelt moment, to Coach Prime, to his teammates, and then to him talking about his fiance, and then talking about Lil Wayne. You know, I'm still confused how Travis Hunter, I don't know how you haven't heard of Lil Wayne. I don't even get that one. I don't know where you been, and I understand that, you know, you're a football player, but that is one of his favorite rappers now. So I love that he shouted out Lil Wayne as well too. Give him his credit. But I just didn't want to go delve into the topic about his fiance, because I feel like throughout all of this, Travis Hunter has got the short end of the stick, because we are only talking about and bringing their attention to his fiance, which I understand a lot of people trying to defend Travis Hunter, but let's call it what it is. Travis Hunter been with his girl for 5 years. At the end of the day, whatever decisions are made and whatever he has going on with her is going to be decided. That's going to be decided by him, not anybody else. We can't decide that. If he's blind to whatever that you guys are commenting out there and whatever you guys feel, and you guys are trying to actually protect him in this situation, understand that he's been with her for 5 years. So how we look at it really doesn't even matter at this point. I understand that she has had a lot of, you know, you can say red flags as far as like being at the football game, his last game in Colorado, taken away from his moment after the game. You see him kind of in distress because she was, you know, looked like she was complaining about something. And then you had more incidents that happened from that. And then you get to this Heisman when he's accepting his award, and now everybody's looking at her. So it's like, it's taken away from his moment, giving her all the attention. And one thing I will say is in regards to her, if it doesn't apply, then let it fly. Because her responding recently made it even worse, made the situation totally worse. Because she then is talking about how before they got together, he was cheating. Then she talked about before he wasn't her type. Like, it's a lot of things that she said that and kind of brought a negative light to him, in which she shouldn't even brought up. If it doesn't apply, then let it fly. And I understand that social media, they can be bullies at a time. And 75 or more percent are in horrible relationships and trying to give advice. So I don't agree with that, but I do understand how people are saying, okay, well, this girl may not be the best for you, but guess what? It's for him to find out. He has to go through those experiences, regardless of anything. That's his fiance, and I think that is the future mother of his child. So whatever he has going on, let that be. But as for her, when you start commenting and understanding the light that your man is in, you're always going to be under the lights. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. And with you commenting it and you responding back to the internet, it never goes in that favor, because now you already have the opposing opinion against you regardless. after the game where he had one of the best games. He had 3 touchdowns. You know, I think he had one interception, but he had one of his best college collegiate games, and that was probably one of his last games being on the field. You took away from that moment, and then we get to the Heisman and to the Heisman speech, and people saying, okay, well, she was the last person to stand up. It's all eyes on you at this point. No matter if you feel like that you're doing it on purpose or it's accident or you have mean no harm to anybody, you got to understand that you under a limelight. This is one of the best players we've ever seen in college football ever. One of the most talented athletes. They're going to shine a light on him. And then also, Travis Hunter is putting her in commercials already. You know what I'm saying? He's really trying to spread light on her and their relationship. And a lot of people not feeling it. Got it. That's cool. And guess what? Like I said before, that this is his girl. That's his situation. Let him learn from his experiences. I know it's a lot of people out there trying to give him advice, but it's like one of those situations where, like, you give a friend advice and they don't take the advice, and then in the future, everything that you said happened. But they have to go through that experience. Regardless if we feel like she's a red flag or not, he has to go through this experience to figure that out. He's been with her for 5 years, so obviously he likes whatever she brings to the table. And I know more and more as he goes into the NFL, as he starts to get in these certain rooms, these conversations are going to be had. But in that regard, it's just like I'm not with the like, okay, let me bully her, let me talk down to her. I'm not really with that, honestly. I don't agree with a lot of the things that she's done in the public. I completely disagree. And also with her responding, that's where I was just like, okay, like now I can see it. Now I can see what a lot of people are saying, her being a red flag. You show certain signs, but when her responding, she talked about Travis Hunter waiting outside the club or party for her to finish partying, him cheating, and that's the reason why he was left on red in the DMs before they even got together. You know, a lot of the things that you're kind of exposing him in a negative light just because you're trying to get this negative attention off of you. But guess what? With the attention that you're getting, the problem is that you're taking away from his moment. That is the problem. And I think she needs to recognize that within her own relationship, because every time Travis Hunter has got him on a platform or on his podcast or talked about it, he's trying to protect her. But also with her responding, she's not doing any good by responding in a certain way, because now she's making him the butt of the jokes and making him seem like he's never had a girlfriend or never had a relationship before based on her responses. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. And the only advice I have for Travis Hunter is continue to strive, continue to focus on your path, and continue to focus on your family. At the end of the day, you have to be with this woman. If you want to be with this woman, then so be it. That's his life. That's his life. And I feel like what he's saying is also valid. Like, y'all don't have anything else to worry about. I get it. I honestly get it. But with her, she's bringing more attention to you. So that is a conversation that you need to have with her behind closed doors, if we're being very honest. And then also you have the conversations because she's not black, you know, and she's a certain ethnicity. Of course, you already know that she's going to get a lot of slander. So also you too, Travis Hunter, you got to turn the comments off and stay focused, tunnel vision. You feel me? Like I always say this, if it doesn't apply, just let it fly. Because when you honestly ignoring it and not saying nothing is better than a response. Because regardless of anything, people out there are going to feel however they want to feel about you. However they want to feel about you. So that's like my 2 cents on that. I just feel like in this situation, she's getting too much attention and it's taken away from his moment. Like we haven't talked or discussed about his Heisman, in which he just achieved something amazing. Like I don't even think it's ever been done in college football, the amount of awards that he's won. And then also got the AP Player of the Year. We're not talking about that, but yet we're sitting here talking about her. Come on now. At the end of the day, don't apply, let it fly. The internet gonna bully you. The internet gonna do whatever they want to do. If you don't like it, then your best chance is not to really respond, because it's never gonna go your way. It's never gonna go your way. You know what I'm saying? I don't agree with her getting bullied. I feel like it's like over the top now. But also, Shawty, you showing the signs. You know that you're in the limelight. In her response, she said that she knows that these cameras are on her. So if you know the cameras are on you, please do your best to make your future husband look right, and make yourself look right in the public eye. And if guess what? If everybody don't like you or people are commenting about you, then just don't respond, because your responses are actually hurting the brand. Simple as that. It's hurting the brand at this point. Come on now, we got to do better. Shout out to Travis Hunter and an amazing speech. Like I said, just to rebuttal on that, amazing speech. I loved everything about it. I was only just laughing about the part that he was saying that he didn't know Lil Wayne music. That was just the most interesting part of the speech for me, because I'm like, goodness gracious. And then even to that point, like, he shouted out his fiance and that. So Travis Hunter is, every moment he's getting, he's trying to show her love, and on the backhand, she's kind of like taken away from his moment, and she's begging for the attention in this moment. Come on now. I can understand how that looks. I really do. And I love Steph Curry, but it looks like the instance where Aisha Curry was just basically like interviewing just and talking about like how she kind of is like jealous of a certain amount of attention Steph gets. And I can see that down the line being a factor in their relationship. So let's stop trying to take away from his moment. If you with him, be with him. You know what I'm saying? And just keep it moving. That's my 2 cents on that. Michael Vick accepts offer to be the new head coach at Norfolk State, man. Shout out to Michael Vick, all the trials and tribulations, all the things that he's been through. It's beautiful to see. One of the most dynamic and honestly, one of my favorite quarterbacks of all time, Michael Vick, and all he's accomplished and went through. Shout out to him. His story just reminds me a lot of Allen Iverson, of how they went through a lot of trials and tribulations, and they're kind of like the people's champ, but they've always been looked in a certain light based on who's viewing them. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely want to say shout out to Michael Vick, and I love that now that Deion Sanders has opened the door for a lot of these legendary football players to be in these certain positions. I know Ray Lewis is another one that I think is getting a position soon. I could be wrong, but I know he's getting a position soon. So I like that these doors are starting to open for these legends for real, that actually know the game of football. And if you wasn't around Michael Vick, bruh, Michael Vick was one of the most dynamic players, if not the most dynamic player I've ever seen. Madden 04, you could not stop no Michael Vick, bruh. Falcons Michael Vick, bruh, was you had to see that. Virginia Tech Michael Vick is like must-watch TV. I mean, you have the Lamars, you have the Jaden Daniels, you have a lot of these quarterbacks of now that if it wasn't for him, they wouldn't be there. So shout out to Michael Vick, bruh. One of my favorite quarterbacks ever. And he's always been a stand-up dude. Even when the situation with the dogs, he's always stood 10 toes. He took the blame, regardless of anything. He did his time, and it's time to move on. It's the same way I feel about Chris Brown. Chris Brown, man, is a GOAT. Chris Brown is a GOAT. He doesn't need to be in conversation with anybody else. He's a standalone. And right now, he's having a concert of 100K plus people in Africa in attendance, man. The Breezy Bowl, man. Like, it's like untouchable. And I just want to shout out them certain type of people that have gone through trials and tribulations in the public eye and still stood the test of time. Like, you know how many times they tried to cancel Chris Brown? And this man still has rose to the occasion. Like, stop playing with Chris Brown, bro. And I don't want to hear any more comparisons about, the Usher, Michael Jackson. Chris Brown is a standalone. He's one-to-one himself. He don't even need to be mentioned with anybody else in that regard. You see what he's doing in the performances. He's gliding on air, and then the outpouring love he's getting, man. shout out to Chris Brown. We will never see ever a Chris Brown ever again. Just like I said about Michael Vick, we will never see anything of that nature again. And they're 1-1. But I definitely wanted to show my respect to Chris Brown, because I feel like, over the last 20 years, and we can honestly say, if the situation didn't happen with Rihanna, where he would be, he's still the GOAT. He's still revered in a whole type of different manner. So regardless of the situation happening or not, I love the fact that we get to see him in this light. And I feel, and that's another thing in regards to Chris Brown and Michael Vick. Like, when are you going to allow people to have grace and give them a second chance and not continue to ridicule them? I understand that, it's always going to be that person or those people out there to look at them in that certain light based off of what they did. But they did the crime, they did the time. When is it time to move on from it? When is it time to stop talking about it and looking at them in a certain way? I still have people that look at Chris Brown in a certain way based off of that situation. Like, it's like, okay, that how long ago was that? Did he take accountability for his actions? He has. Same goes for Michael Vick. So when do we move on from it? And it's crazy because a lot of those people that have so much to say about it have the most messed up lives. It has done so many bad things in their lives. So who are you to really judge and pass judgment on? That'd be my really problem about that'd be my problem about the internet, because it's such a false reality. And a lot of these people behind these comments and got the most negative things to say are the most hurt and miserable people. Miserable people love company, bro. Misery loves company. That's why I just be like, I really don't pay attention too much to the internet. Yes, I love it for what pros it has, but when you look at the cons, bro, it's like, ignore it. You gotta ignore the BS for real. That's why I was saying about the original first topic. Is just like Travis and his girl. Y'all gotta ignore the BS, because from this point on, it's only gonna get worse. You're gonna have haters. You're not doing anything right if you don't have haters. So it is what it is. It is what it is. NBA viewership is at an all-time low. I think honestly, it's not as entertaining anymore. Do you have the refs that's trying to control the game? Yeah, you do have the in-season tournament, which has added a little bit of creativity to it. But I feel like the storyline is really being missed in the NBA. The storyline was it. So for the longest time, 10 years, we would spoil you with LeBron and Steph Curry and KD as far as the storyline and them being in the finals and what we had looking forward to. And then also their aggression in the NBA. Yes, you can say that the NBA players now are more skilled, but they lack heart. They lack aggression. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things that the nostalgic of the old NBA had that the new NBA doesn't. And that's something that's missed. And I feel like the viewership is very low. Like, I used to watch NBA and basketball games all the time. Now I only catch it on the highlights. And that could be due to also, us having social media and the attention span getting shorter and shorter. But the narratives, you got to understand the narratives, and also the storylines is what creates the entertainment factor. It creates the spectacle of you wanting to watch the game. Like, the last game I watched was when Steph and Clay played each other. Like, because it was an actual storyline there. And you understand, like, every game is not going to have a storyline, but where's the aggression? And everybody want to be friends, bro. Like, that's the real problem. Everybody want to be friends. Everybody want to do jersey swaps. No, bro. I am not your friend. You know what I'm saying? We could talk about that off the court. I don't even like after the game. You know what I'm saying? Yes, of course, sportsmanship. I'm not saying that. But, like, I miss those days where Carmelo and KG was going at it. KG said something crazy to Carmelo. Man, meet me in the back, bro. Meet me in the back. So now, the next time we see a Knicks and Celtics game, bro, we amped to see it. We miss the storylines, and then you also have the refs that blow me. That I think the NBA would be in a better place if refs took accountability. If the commissioner gave refs fines for making a bad call, like, I don't understand that. And then also you have you have too many texts going out for no reason. You can't even look at nobody. You know what I'm saying? You can't even look at nobody a certain type of way. You get a tech. So I just feel like the league is so soft now. I feel like The women, based off of just straight fundamental and how competitive they are, they're going to start taking over basketball for real. I can see it. It's already started with the WNBA, and then also you have the narratives there, and then you now have what's it called, women's college basketball, which has always been competitive, but you also have narratives there and storyline, and you also have drive. That's why a lot of people like watching college football and basketball more than the professionals, because you can show the heart. You know, once you get that dollar, once you get that money, it's like, you know what I'm saying? The passion leaves. So that's why I feel like the NBA viewership is at an all-time low. And yes, I like the creativity of the in-season tournament, but the game is still different. It's still different. I miss 2000s and early 90s and late 90s basketball, where we had aggression, where you had people that really just didn't like each other. We were going into this game knowing we don't like this team. We're going to go in. You have a certain amount of players that are like that in the NBA today. It's too much friend and kinship in the NBA, bro. And for those that continue to keep on saying, oh, well, we're done with 90s, we're done with the 2000s basketball. Yeah, I bet you guys are. Because all you guys want to do is dribble and shoot threes from half court. All of y'all are not Steph Curry, bro. And that's the problem, too. That's another problem I want to bring up. It's too many people thinking that they Steph Curry and think they can shoot a three. Bruh, I knew the NBA was cooked when you going down on a fast break. You can get a dunk. People running past the three-point line to get a three, bruh. All of you guys are not Steph Curry, bruh. All you guys not Dame Lillard, Klay Thompson. Like, understand your role. That's the problem, too, in the NBA. A lot of people don't understand their role. Everybody wants to be a guard. Bruh, no. Get your ass in the paint and do some work, bruh. That's why people look at Karl Anthony Towns. Even though he has range, he can be a stretch 4 and 5, bruh. Get your ass in the paint and come on, bruh. That's what I miss, bruh. That's the problem. That's the problem. We miss players like Shaq, the Tim Dunkers, that old fundamental, bruh. We miss people like KG, Dirk. You know what I'm saying? Of course, Kobe, the GOAT for me. The aggression, bruh. So I feel like until they get that together, bro, the NBA is going to continue to not look in the best light as far as viewership. Moving forward, Daddy Yankee claims his estranged wife withdrew $100 million from his bank account without authorization as he files for divorce. A fool. I would have to talk to Jesus. I would have to talk to God. I would have to read the whole Bible to ensure my next decision would not cost me my life. Because I know $100 million taken away from my account, have you lost your mind? And that oh my goodness, bro. And he was married to her for 29 years, Daddy Yankee. Like, that this type of information and this type of news blows me, and I understand how certain people can look at a marriage, and especially nowadays, people look at it as a financial gain, and that is a problem, bro. A lot of people not going into it with love and compassion and with real genuine, you know what I'm saying, with real genuine care. People really just have ulterior motives, and that be the problem, bro. That be the problem. Thank God for my wife, because I have an amazing wife. I have a real one. But for those out here that just looking for a financial gain, bro, that's the problem. That is a hell of an issue nowadays of why a lot of people don't want to get married. And I can understand it, because you have situations like that. It's like I've worked so hard to get to this point, and you steal from me based on just because I filed for divorce or we not seeing eye to eye. I don't like that. And what's mine is mine, and what's yours is yours. And also, yes, and when we come together, it makes ours. But if I have my own business, I have my own things going on, that don't give you the right to steal from me or take away from me. Bruh, like I just said, it would take God, Jesus, the Pope, everybody for me to not make a crazy decision that's going to take me away for a lifetime after that happens. Because what do you do if that happens? You got $100 million in the account. Bruh, I be scared about bill pay taking my money every month. And about bills, bruh. Looking down at my account and seeing money not there. I still be looking like, what in the world? So I imagine $100 million, bruh. Imagine you look down on your phone, your business account, and you don't see $100 million in which you earn a lifetime for. And it's not just money, it's about the principle. Like, what? I know it's a lot of people out there that just like me, bruh. I check my account daily to make sure that everything match up. And with that, bruh, with that being said, hey, look here. I'ma just send my condolences to Daddy Yankee because I can't even imagine how you feeling right now. That don't even make sense to me. I don't know how the hell. What? $100 million. Like, I don't even know what to say anymore. Cause at that point, like I at that point, I'm just like I'm checked out at that point. Like what I go from here? Because I'm gonna crash out. Cause it's not even a doubt in my mind I'm gonna crash out. So I hope he gets his funds back, and I hope it's some legal action taken behind that. And it gets tricky because they've been married for such a long time. Like, I don't even know how this would go. I just hope that he's not. I just hope that he gets his money back in return, because this is a nasty situation. It's a nasty situation. Like, golly, $100 million, bro. Like I said, I be looking at bill pay, all my bills, making sure everything is intact, making sure everything is good, bro. Like, I can't imagine being up to that magnitude, and then you look at your phone and everything that you worked hard for is wiped away. Fool. Mm-mm. Mm. It's sad, bro. It's sad. Hey man, like shout out to God, bro. Cause we are nothing without God, and I take nothing for granted. Each and every day is a blessing, just to breathe, just to wake up in the morning, just to be present in the moment, bro. And that's something I had to work on too, as well too. Is being present, because me in particular, I'm always thinking about what's going on the next day or a week or 2 weeks ahead, man. Not knowingly, you may not even make it to that next day. So I just want to say, speaking about God, man. God has blessed my family and blessed myself and blessed my wife with a newborn. I have a newborn baby son. Just a blessing, and I want to just give my little 2 cents of advice for all just the new parents and all parents that with newborns. Just remain patient. Remain patient. Take care of yourself, and understand that they didn't ask to be in this world. They didn't. So take care of your responsibilities as a man, as a woman. Take care of your responsibilities, and understand and appreciate the blessing. You feel me? Like, appreciate the blessing. And then just some tips. Make sure you get your sleep. That's important. It may seem cliche. Get your sleep while the baby is asleep as well too. Get your errands done. Get things done as well too. And then just appreciate the blessing, bro. Just appreciate the blessing and understand that this is a moment for you to not just only take care of your responsibility, but to grow with your child as well too. Because just as much as you're trying to teach them everything, it's a learning experience for self too. So take that in as well too, and recognize this is a moment for you to be a better person each and every day. So that's just my 2 cents in regards to like newborn baby advice. Man, just make sure that you guys are staying present. Make sure you guys are understanding the responsibility, because you have a lot of people out here that have children, and they just have children just to have children, and not understanding the responsibility and what it takes to have a child. And I understand it's difficult. You're gonna have your great moments. You're gonna have some tough moments, but how you bounce back from that is key, and dealing with certain adversity is key, because you gotta understand and look at yourself in the mirror and know that this baby can't do anything without you. You feel me? This baby can't do anything without you. They solely relying on you to step up. So it's time to step up. You feel me? So it's time to step up. And I just want to say that thank God. I just want to say thank God because I'm blessed in the moments where I think, I try not to do that, but like looking at it like a tough situation or something happened, is like, why me? Nah. Gotta get out of that. If you have faith in God, continue to have faith and walk in that faith as well too. Even if in the toughest times. And I want to do that myself and not be a hypocrite and just pray just when things are going well, or just pray when things are going bad. Just actually staying present and staying in touch with God is most important, for real. So I just wanted to say that, just give my 2 cents on that, man. Just much blessings, bro. Much blessings to everybody, for real, out there. Nothing more on the agenda today, guys. I just want to say thank you guys for sharing, subscribing, man. Make sure you guys tap into my YouTube, at the Phase on View Podcast, man. Make sure you guys tap into my YouTube at the Phase on View Podcast. If there's anything that you guys want me to discuss or talk about on any other episodes, man, make sure you guys put that in the chat. Show your love. Let me know, guys. I'm still a little upset about this TikTok ban. I hope something happens miraculously within this next month, because they're talking about January 19th being the cutoff date, and we understanding that it's a lot going on in the world. And actually, before I go, let me talk about this real quick, because I am one of those conspiracy theory type of people that believe in aliens. I've believed in a long time. I've always thought us as humans would be naive and just to think that we're only the only life form. You feel me? Like the only life form here in the world. Come on, I feel like we're naive to think that. But I've been saying this for the longest time. The ocean has been unexplored. We only explore about 2% to 5% of the ocean. The ocean is really our space. So with all these drones and all these special guest appearances we seen in the sky, it's not by coincidence. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. It's not by coincidence. And take heed to a lot of the things that we watch, that we take because a lot of people just be naive. Like, I understand a lot of people just believe in what they believe in, but guess what? They don't have certain images of aliens or images of these extraterrestrials for no reason. These images have been out there because they have been seen. It's a lot of things that are, it's a lot of things that we're not being told. And that's for sure, because it's no reason why 50 to 100 drones just coming out of the water and we just don't have a clue. And ain't no reason for why in the Miami Mall on January 1st, it was basically some different type of beings entering portals, and there's no video footage. It's a lot of things that raise eyes, raises eyebrows. And I ain't about to turn a blind eye to it, because a lot of news hit once some crazy stuff happened, bro. Don't ignore it. Don't ignore the signs. That's all I'll say. Don't ignore the signs. But amazing episode of the Phase on View podcast, man. Make sure you guys tap in, like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. You can find my YouTube. You can find my YouTube at the Phase on View podcast, Instagram, TikTok, all social media platforms at the Phase on View podcast. Man, much love. We out.